welcome to another Get Hooked episode. My name is Adele, I'm from sunny South Africa, and I'd love to share my finished objects, what I'm currently working on, and what I'm reading. This is Leo. He's just a little baby. We got him from a random lady passing one day, and she said she's leaving and she can't take the dog with, so he's blessed our household. And yeah, he's just the cutest little thing. I think he's gonna go jump on the bed. Anyways, let's jump straight into it. Oh, you can find me on the socials as Hooked on Art, Instagram, Facebook. Okay, gaan. Instagram, Facebook, and Ravelry as Hooked on Art. So yeah, now we can jump straight into it. If you're wondering, I did not make this. This is a store-bought knitwear. I bought this when I was still studying, probably like 10 years ago. So yeah, nothing handmade today. The first info I want to share is the challenge that Al set for us. They sent over 600 grams of Al Charity DK weight yarn, and they said make a 2-piece set, and that's exactly what I did. So I think in the previous episode this was almost done. I just had to sew away the ends. So the bralette is done. I sewed away all of the ends. I haven't washed this yet, and it's an acrylic yarn, so it doesn't really need blocking. There's some mesh detailing in the bralette and some very long straps to tie it up. And I'm going to see if I can add in 1 or 2 pictures of me actually wearing this, because I love it. And I think I'm going to call this my yearning for summer set, because even though we haven't had a proper winter yet, I'm sure that winter's on the way. So this will be worn in summer for sure. Then I finished the skirt. I think in the previous episode the skirt was just past being a mini skirt, and she is now a full length maxi skirt. Look at that. Oh, I just love how this came together. I love how the colors pooled. I love everything about this skirt. So this was a very easy construction. I started with the ribbing at the top, worked around the ribbing, and then I just worked back and forth in rows because I created this mammoth slit, and I just did a mesh stitch. So I'm going to post the recipe for how I made this skirt to my blog, hopefully in this week sometime when I find a minute. But yeah, she's done, she's beautiful, and she's going into the cupboard until summer comes along. But very exciting. I made that with a 3.5mm hook. I think I did say, because I wanted the top to be very dense. I wanted the fabric to be dense so that you can't really see through that fabric, because it needs to cover up a bit more. So I made it in a 3.5, and then I decided, well, I started with the 3.5, I might as well just do the whole thing with the 3.5mm. So yeah, Charity DK. The colorway is Above the Clouds, and like I said, this was part of Al's challenge to the ambassadors. Right, the next one is a half finished object, because one of the socks are done. One of the socks is done. Oh, my grammar is escaping me now. Anyways, this one's done. I think in the previous episode I was just starting with the gusset decreases. So that's all done. I finished the foot, did a normal rounded toe, closed it with the Kitchener stitch, and I just need to sew away the ends. But I'll do that when I'm done with the second sock. So yeah, he is a beautiful. I'm making this pair of socks with Regia. Let me see if any is in here. Yes. Regia 4-ply. I think there's no colorway. Like I said, I don't know what those numbers mean. I don't know if that is the colorway, but yeah, I just love how this is working up. It gives me a very old school feel, very like a classic knit feel, this yarn. So yeah, the first sock is done. The second sock I've started. I'm actually through the ribbing. Just a 2x2 ribbing, and I think I did about 2 rows on the leg. You can't even see the stockinette yet. This is a stitch marker from Itsy Klein. My friend left this at my house and I claimed it. But yeah, he lives like literally 2 minutes away from me, so if he wants it back, he's more than welcome to come and get it. But yeah, I just love how this yarn is working up. Love the 2x2 rib, and I think it's going to be a gorgeous pair when it's done. So hopefully soon. I'm trying to get this done before Dion's birthday, which is on the 5th of July, so I have more than enough time. But I've been slow at knitting socks because work's been busy and we've started exams, so I've got marking to do, and marking's coming in, but I think I should get them done before his birthday. Yeah, they are stunning. Can't wait to have this done. Oh, and then I'm doing this as part of the second one because summer sock camp started. That's the Crazy Sock Ladies sock knit along. I'm doing the second one as part of that, and then I'll start another pair of socks as part of summer sock camp when this one's done, but I'll speak about that when I speak about future projects. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. Oh, I keep forgetting to mention what I'm working this on. So this is the Addi Sock and Wonder sock needles. You can see this one's a bit, the needle is longer than this one. It's just for ease of knitting. I love doing socks on 9-inch circulars. They just fly when I'm busy with them. And this one's being kept in a bag that I won at a crochet retreat, and this little keychain was a gift. I think it's made out of raisin, if I'm not mistaken, a raisin gift in a Fredel. So yeah, those are all my finished objects. I have been working on my whips, and I started a new one which I'll show you now, or just now. But yeah, the whips have been getting a lot of love. First up in my gorgeous P&A bag is the Floofy Pink cardigan, but she unfortunately had to go into hibernation because I ran out of yarn. It was a dream to finish this before winter comes along, and I might still finish it before winter comes along because winter is dragging her feet. But yeah, so this is a step-by-step cardigan handmade by Florence. It's a top-down raglan construction cardigan with beautiful sleeves, some 1x1 rib detailing, and then it still needs a double knitting button band, which I think in the previous episode I did about like maybe half of the sleeve, so I just finished up with the sleeve. I have that much yarn left, so once I get the yarn, this one will go back into rotation and I should be able to finish this one up rather quickly once I have the yarn, because she's so much fun to knit and the yarn is fun to work with. The yarn is so soft and so floofy, and yeah, I just want to get this one done so that I can live out my pink floofy sweater cardigan dreams. So this one's hibernating at the moment, but I worked on it at least. There has been some progress. It just had to go into hibernation because I don't have any yarn left. If I had the yarn, it probably would have been an FO, but yeah, such is life. I did ask my friends over at Elle if they can send some yarn over, and I'm sure it won't be a problem. So soon, it should still be done this week. Righty. Oh, I didn't say what I'm using. It's because it's hibernating and I haven't been using it. So that pink floof is a new base from Elle. It's a Nirvana Chunky. It is an acrylic nylon blend, and it's so soft to work with. All right, the next whip has also been getting some love. It's housed in this, ironically, I'd rather be crocheting bag. Ironic because it's a knitting project. It is Dion's Real Easy Raglan. I think in the previous episode I was about 2 centimeters in on the body. So this one has got some love. it's going to be absolutely stunning. So this one I'm just trying to chip away at as I go. So my plan is to finish up with this little bit and then pick up for the sleeve, do both the sleeves and then go back to the body. I used to do the body before I do the sleeves, but then I realized it does get very heavy to turn whilst you're working on the sleeve, especially because this one's going to be a big jersey. It's for Dion, so the length, the body length is, I think I need to do 10 centimeters more than suggested in the pattern so that it can fit Dion's body. So yeah, I've just decided I'm going to pick up for the sleeve when this ball of yarn's done, knit the sleeves and then get back to the body, and that way I can also capitalize on the yarn that I have, you know what I'm saying. So exciting times. I'm using a Rowan felted tweed, and you can see the little tweedy bits in there. I don't recall the colorway. I don't have a new ball with a ball band with me. It's in storage. So yeah, I just love how this is working up. I also think this is a very classic knit. Love the construction. It is the Real Easy Raglan by Maker Maker or Emily Bolden, and yeah, just a classic raglan. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. I think also with the yarn choice, this is going to be stunning. So slowly but surely chipping away on this one. My plan is to have this one done. The original plan was to have it done before his birthday as well, but I don't think that's realistic anymore. So the plan is just to work on this one and get it done. There's no specific deadline anymore because yeah, it's a mammoth knit, and it's in DK weight, 4.5mm needles. I'm using my Knit Pro, just the normal Knit Pro ones on a Knit Pro cable. So yeah, it's coming along. My next whip is a crochet whip, and this one is bringing me so much joy. I actually hate making granny squares, which breaks my brain, but I think the problem is when I used to make granny squares, I used to make them for other people's blankets. In 2020, I think I made 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I made 11 granny square blankets, and I just started hating granny squares, so I never made them again. And this year I decided to challenge myself a bit with something as monotonous as the granny square, and I'm loving it. I just love working on these squares. So I'm making a blanket for our bed. I'm on the second row now, so this is going to be a giant blanket. Ooh, wrong side. It's going to be 10 by 10. And here, you see, I'm not even planning the colors because I've got 2 blue ones right under each other. It's not a problem. I'm not planning colors. That green is just gorgeous. It's been blown up a little bit. I can get a accurate color. It is just, it's like an apple green. Oh, it's just stunning. And yeah, again, didn't plan because these two are very close to each other. But I really don't mind. I am just loving how this one's coming together. I'm just doing 10 rounds of granny squares, turning every round. The 11th round is when I join, and I'm trying to sew away the ends as I go. So maybe after every round I'll sew away some of the ends. But yeah, we'll see how that goes and how that holds up. Because honestly, the worst part of any project is sewing away these damn ends. This project is coming along nicely. I'm enjoying it, and this one also doesn't have a deadline. I'm using all of my DK weight scraps, so whenever I feel like it, I put all the DK weight scraps in a box. Whenever I feel like it, I just grab the box and make a block, join the block, and that is what it is. Okay, the last whip is a new one. I am planning on making a vlog about this entire project, but I thought I have to show it because I'm in love. Okay, so my deal with myself was I'm not allowed to start a new garment project until one of the others is finished. But then the pink one went into hibernation. So I was like, well, then I can start a new project until a new more pink yarn arrives. And that's exactly what I did. So remember I said I wanted to start something with the Al Unspun? I did, and she is flying off my needles. So this is the Al Unspun in the colorway Neptune. It's this beautiful blue color, but it's very deep. I don't think the camera's doing it any justice. And I'm making the Souffle Chunky Sweater by, I think it's Lauren Penrose Knits is what she's known as on the socials. Okay, look at, she's just gorgeous. So I've made some progress since we last spoke, in the 2 weeks that we've last spoken. Okay, so I did the cast on as per the pattern, except for the neckline. It's a folded collar, but I really struggled knitting through both. That's a new technique, so I think I need to practice with the DK weight first. Yeah, I just couldn't get the hang of it, so I'll just sew it down when she's done. I did all of the increases and it actually fits like a gem. Then, same as with Dion's jersey, I knit until the first ball was done, and then I picked up for the sleeve. I'm almost done with the sleeve. I think I have about maybe 5 or 10 rows to go before I start the cuff, and then I'll pick up for the second sleeve, knit that, and then do the body. And then I still have to work the little souffle detailing, but I just love how this is knitting up. Okay, the fabric is quite dense, as you can see. Let me show you actually the sleeve. The fabric is extremely dense because it is such a chunky, bulky weight knit, but the stitch definition in this is insane. It's a color that is completely out of my comfort zone, but I think it's needed. I need to be a bit more bold in my color choices, and I think this one ticks that little box. So interesting about this, I'm using the cubic needles, 8mm cubic needles. They are from Knit Pro, also Knit Pro needles, and these are amazing. Where have they been all my life? Well, my knitting life, but anyways, yeah, they're little cubes and they're ergonomic. They are so much fun to work with, and they actually, I think it's the needles that are providing me with this gorgeous stitch definition. Okay, and this unspun yarn kind of gives that little halo effect, hey? Almost like a mohair, but it's 100% acrylic. Like, can you believe that an acrylic yarn looks this good? I'm excited to see how it wears though. I've never worked with this yarn, I've never made anything with this yarn, and so far I am quite impressed. I'm really enjoying it, and I think this one will probably be an FO in the next episode because I'm just flying through it. Well, hopefully, if I don't get the pink yarn in the meantime. But having so much fun making this. And that's it for WIPs, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm currently reading, I think in the previous episode I didn't start with this book. It was supposed to be a new read, and I actually did start with it. Haven't got much into it. It's The Brothers of Auschwitz, a novel of hope and heartbreak, which is 100% true. What I'm 100 pages in and I'm gonna bawl my eyes out. It's horribly sad. It is actually quite disgusting to think that humans can treat other humans this way, and yeah, like I said in the previous episode, I think it just teaches you to be grateful for your life of comfort. Absolutely. So yeah, I can't say that I'm enjoying the read because I honestly am not. It's an easy read. The writing is easy and it's not a complicated read. It's just horrifying what human nature is capable of when pushed to extremes like being under Nazi rule. So yeah, I'm anxious actually to get through it and also quite inspired by, on the other side, the human will to survive, the human will to want to escape and just be better. So yeah, back to something positive. My new knitting plans. Alright, so I bought this skein of yarn in, I think, 2021, no, end of 2022, for my birthday, and I never cast it on for my birthday because I snapped my Achilles in that year, and yeah, things just spiraled out of control, and I struggled to focus on projects, and I worked extremely slowly through projects. So this yarn has been waiting for me, and it's been waiting to be cast on. It is a sock set from Knotty Habits, which is an indie dye here in South Africa. This colorway is called Kaiso COCCX. It's got this beautiful little mustard mini skein, and this one has some gorgeous speckles in between. There's even some blue in there. Okay, so the plan is to use this up during summer sock camp, and I want to make an all over ribbed sock for myself with maybe some accent stripes and definitely an accent toe. I don't want to do the heel in a different color for this. So that is the plan with this. I don't have a wool winder, so I'm going to have to bribe Dion with some milk tart or some ice cream to help me wind that into a ball so that I can knit that up. But yeah, only when I'm done with his socks. You see, I don't even have to bribe him with treats. He's getting a pair of socks, so he just has to help me. My second plan is with a sorry, she's got a fright from the crinkle. So my second plan is with an acquisition that I got yesterday from the Volace in Benoni. My cousin, sorry, let me finish the crinkling. My cousin is expecting a baby, her second one, and for the first baby I made a blanket, and then my aunt, her mom, was like, you need to make another blanket, there is a second baby on the way. So like, naturally, of course I will. So I got some pure gold, just the double knit. This one is in the colorway Ivory, and then I got two accent colors, also all pure gold double knits. This one is lilac, beautiful purple, I think that's pretty true to color, and this one is in the colorway purple, also pretty true to color, all double knit. And then I'm just going to make a crochet a herringbone blanket with these two as accents. Oh, that is just stunning. She's having another little girl. So the first one got pink, a pink corner to corner blanket with hearts under her name. This one is getting purple. And yeah, I'm excited for the week, working on some of these whips in between marking, clearing my mind, and casting on some new projects when I finish the old ones. So yeah, very exciting. Okay, then I did not forget about the giveaway. Give me 2 seconds. I did not forget about the giveaway. These 3 gorgeous skeins of baby cashmere, hand knitting, hand painted Italian yarns are going to, drumroll please, this person. I'm just gonna put the name at the bottom. Alright, so thanks for coming along. I hope that you have an awesome week further, and I'll catch up with you soon. Stay hooked.
He loves lying in between the whips. Look at that.